This is Valley News Live at 10.
Good evening and thank you for joining us. I am Nashay Taylor. This afternoon, Moorhead police responded to a call for a suspicious person near an apartment complex when shots were later fired. Law enforcement were on the scene looking for evidence while blocking off the area outside the North Park apartments. One witness who was leaving the area told our reporter she heard 4 shots. Captain Derek Swinson with Moorhead PD gave a brief update on what happened.
At approximately 3 o'clock this afternoon, a Moorhead officer was investigating a suspicious person in the area of the 2500 block of 4th Avenue North. A short time later, a foot pursuit did occur, and a short time after that, shots were fired. At this time, there's a suspect in custody. No one is injured, and it's currently under investigation.
The investigation is also now being turned over to the Minnesota Bureau of Criminal Apprehension. And tonight we are learning new details about a fatal motorcycle crash that took place in Moorhead last night near 34th Street and 8th Avenue. Authorities say a 37-year-old man died from his injuries after attempting to pass a vehicle in the area. Just before 8 last night, the motorcycle struck the vehicle on the right back side. This caused the motorcycle to run off the road and the driver to be ejected. Witnesses on the scene last night suggested the motorcyclist was running away from police, but those details have yet to be confirmed. Meanwhile, multiple fire agencies were dispatched to help battle a sizable fire in a wetland area just north of Otter Tail. According to Otter Tail Fire Chief, the department was dispatched around 10:45 p.m. last night. Fire crews remained on the scene until about 2 a.m. this morning. The cause of the fire has yet to be determined, but the fire chief says it's likely due to an oversized bonfire or fireworks. Police and fire officials responded to a fire near the Upper Missouri Valley Fairgrounds last night. The fire started across the fairgrounds near the Little Muddy River. There was a fireworks show being performed at that time, but the official cause of the fire is still unknown. A woman has died after a semi hit her as she was walking along Highway 83 early yesterday morning near Wilton. Authorities say the accident happened just before 2 a.m. A 47-year-old man was driving a 2005 Peterbilt while hauling an empty trailer going south on the highway. A 35-year-old woman was walking on Highway 83 in the left southbound lane when the truck got into the lane to pass another semi. The driver was unable to avoid the woman before hitting her. The woman was originally taken to a local hospital in Bismarck, but was later transported to a hospital in Fargo, where she later died from her injuries. It's 4th of July, which means people in the Fargo-Moorhead area were out celebrating the nation's birthday. Valley News Team's Aaron Walling is in Moorhead for the big fireworks show, which is planned to happen later tonight. Aaron?
Well, thanks, Nashay. As you can hear all around me, there are fireworks blasting off in neighborhoods here in the Horizon Shores Park. Now, it's still dark, but it's going to light up here soon, minutes from now, as the Moorhead Business Association will be lighting off their fireworks display. And it's a yearly event. They've been doing this for 48 years, but that wasn't the only festivities that have been happening around town. The Bonanzaville, they had an event where they were showing off their historical displays, having numerous people take a look at carriages, cars, you name it. All things from 1909 to roughly about the 1950s. Now, also the Messiah Lutheran Church had their event. They had games and events and fun for all the kids and families outside, but inside they were having a bunch of speeches, mainly directed towards those that are our veterans, thanking them for their service and what they have done for our country. Now, people are also getting more excited about the fireworks, though. There's tons of people that are lining up around here in the perimeter. But I also spoke with some people about why they're so excited about how people are getting out about this holiday weekend.
There are a lot of events going on, but I was really pleased with the turnout because it was really amazing. People really do care about what's happening in our country and our patriotic people. It's all about the veterans, patriotism, family, and country.
Well, Nashay, we are minutes, and I mean minutes away from the big one, as it's going to be lighting up behind me. There's still plenty of time if you're trying to get out here in Moorhead to Horizon Shores Park. Live in Moorhead, Aaron Walling, Valley News Live.
All right, thank you so much, Aaron. We can't wait to check that out. Meanwhile, a West Fargo lawn company is spreading the spirit of the 4th of July in a creative way. On Friday, mowers from Welks Lawn Care created an American flag in the backyard of a customer's home in West Fargo. The stripes were mowed into the lawn and the stars were created out of turf paint. It took 3 employees to create the flag while another took drone footage. The flag was completed in about 4 hours. And a massive fireworks explosion rocked the beachfront in Ocean City, Maryland this morning, and it was all caught on video. A series of explosions startled beachgoers and sent some running for cover. Police say fireworks detonated while employees were setting up for tonight's fireworks show. They say one employee with the fireworks company suffered minor injuries. Police say no one else was hurt. Law enforcement are still investigating what caused the fireworks to detonate. Fewer than half of U.S. states have reached the White House's goal to vaccinate 70% of adults by today. Just 20 states have met that goal, which was set in early May when the U.S. was vaccinating people at a much faster pace than it is now. The country reached its highest vaccination rate in mid-April when the 7-day average of doses administered daily topped 3.3 million. Now a little more than 1.1 million doses are given per day. About 685,000 people are becoming fully vaccinated daily. President Joe Biden hosted a big 4th of July party at the White House tonight. Workers were busy this afternoon getting everything ready for tonight's barbecue and fireworks show on the South Lawn. This will be the president's first largest event at the White House since he took office. Mr. Biden has said he wants Americans to celebrate too after enduring 16 months of coronavirus restrictions and more than 605,000 COVID-19 deaths. And Pennsylvania Avenue near the White House has reopened to tourists. New images from outside the White House this 4th of July holiday show the road directly in front of the White House open to foot traffic. Tourists and pedestrians are now able to walk directly up to the fence line of the North Lawn. It has been several years since pedestrians could get to walk directly up to the fence as security was heightened under the Trump administration. Meanwhile, demolition of the rest of the partially collapsed condo building in Surfside, Florida could happen in the overnight hours. They say 80% of the drilling work to insert explosive charges into the still standing section of the building is complete. The demolition is expected to open up new areas for rescue teams to search for victims. As of this morning, the death toll was 24, with 121 people still missing. So far, no one has been rescued alive since the first hours after the collapse on June 24th. And 6 rescue workers helping to recover victims from the site of the condo collapse have tested positive for COVID-19. Miami-Dade fire chief said the workers at the site in Surfside were firefighters from a Florida rescue team outside of the Miami-Dade County. The task force with the positive cases left the site, and officials say they are undergoing contact tracing. All 424 task force members working on the rescue efforts were tested. So far, no other positive cases have emerged. The search and rescue at the Champlain Towers South is suspended while crews prepare to demolish the remainder of the structure. And Pope Francis was admitted to a Rome hospital this afternoon for a scheduled surgery. A Vatican spokesman said the surgery was on his colon. The 84-year-old Pope is reportedly suffering from a digestive disorder of the colon. The spokesperson says the Pope is now out of surgery and is doing well. Later on Valley News Live at 10, the company behind the Keystone Pipeline is suing the Biden administration for $15 billion. But first, Summer fills us in on how much rain is expected this week.